My name's Paul Pattison. I am Jason Statham's personal makeup designer or artist, whichever way you want to look at it. And we are at the moment on the set of Expendables 4 here in Bulgaria. The way I've become Jason's personal is I actually am a personal for quite a few people. I have a few people that I'm actually, get asked or requested for, which I'm very lucky. I met Jason 11 years ago on a film. We were doing a film called Killer Elite, and it was with Jason, Robert De Niro, and a great cast. And I met Jason there, and I was doing De Niro, but I was also looking after Jason. And after we finished that, Jason was on to another film, and he asked me, would I come along and do the makeup? And so I said, yeah, sure. So off we went, and we've been doing that ever since. Jason first talked to me about Expendables actually quite a while ago, and said it was coming up, and would I be interested in doing it? And now I'd done Expendables 2 and Expendables 3, and I really enjoyed the genre that we were doing. It's action, it's great action, and also the cast is always interesting, and having those people around all together is very unique in filmmaking. So it's really great to be amongst, you've got 50 Cent, you've got so many great people around you making this movie. So that's what inspired me to say, yeah, this is going to be great fun to come on board. When I get offered like a film like this, an action movie, and especially if you're looking after just one person, or as we say, you're looking after number one, we go through the process of looking at the script, seeing what is it's bringing to the table, and then myself with the actor, we will break down that script and go, look, you're going from being blown up to getting covered in mud, being covered in blood, or whatever it is. And then I will say, well, look, this is the way that we will apply the makeup and the look. And to get the look all the way through the film that looks rough and ready and goes with what the action is. And because we shoot out of sequence, we have to be dead on what we're doing, so it all cuts together at the end. And that's a great process in the beginning to go, right, we do this and do that. Well, Expendables in a makeup design way for me is that we're going to do a lot of injuries. There's going to be people shot. There's people beating each other up. There's going to be lots of different scrapes and things. And for me as a designer, when you're doing these sorts of things, and Jason's an action hero, and he's got to look really cool, and he's got to look the best he can. So the makeup is designed around making it look as real as possible. I hate smudgy kind of makeup or a little drip of blood. We like to really make it edgy, and it also makes Jason look really cool. So that's the way we go with the design of the makeup. On a lot of films, you might do a lot of research depending on the genre of film you're doing, and if it's a period piece or something like that, you would do a lot of research on. But with an action film like this, it comes down to experience, to be completely honest. And you go, I know how to apply, I know how to do that, and I know the genre very well. So there's not much research. You've learned from years of going, I know what a bullet hit looks like, a real one. I know what it looks like if someone's got a broken nose. I know those things, so I can just do it. With the, in some segments of making the film, it becomes quite difficult when you are applying a certain makeup. And in this film, we're doing a sequence of events that Jason goes through certain situations. And all those situations are minutes apart, seconds apart. So it is a very difficult thing to put a makeup on and then progress the makeup when we're shooting over months. And I might have to apply a makeup that is only 2 seconds later in movie time, but I might not apply it for 2 weeks. So my planning and my pictures and everything I've got, it's got to be pretty spot on. So when it's cut together, you don't have people sitting at the movies going, "He didn't have blood on there," and so that's challenging. And to make the makeup look consistent, it's also, and what I'd like to say is that a lot of people probably don't quite understand the process of what goes on when you're putting this stuff together. But you actually need to know not just the application of a makeup, you've really got to know how an action sequence is shot. You've got to know where the cuts will be or where they might jump to something else. And over time, you get to know this, and you get to know if the makeup's not completely correct, you can get away with it because you know there's going to be 5 or 6 or 10 seconds till we see the next thing. And so it's knowing the art of filmmaking to apply the makeup. The hardest thing, actually, I haven't actually had anything that I could really consider hard. I don't find things hard. I find them a bit challenging. We have a very good, funny time and a laugh. So it's great fun. We've gone to all corners of the world together. We've got to know each other very well. And apart from the film world, we support each other in a lot when we're away from our families and everything. So yeah, we have a great time. Hence, we've been together 11 years.